up real quick. Her bond. She's on the phone with her sister. Oh, she don't look very happy.
Right. Yeah, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Welcome back.
What's up, Sachan? Looking kind of down there.
Oh, Ichiban.
Currently doing
Something happened on the phone?
some Bond
Just,
stories.
More Nanoha drama. I'm starting to get all too clear
Yeah,
a
let me
picture
get out
of
of
that
this and I'll
jerk
be
she's
more
dating.
than happy to.
Oh yeah, Katsuragawa, right? The consulting guy, or whatever.
The girls from the club looked into him. They saw him with Nanoha on a date. Look at this picture they took.
And that's Nanoha and Katsuragawa?
Yeah. Doesn't he look shady as hell?
We did.
What is she thinking?
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I
But you
pre-ordered
can't judge
online.
someone just from the way they
I went
look.
down there.
Okay, take a look at this picture then.
I walked up,
See the
told them we
guy
had
in
a
the background with the
reservation.
sunglasses?
They gave me
His name's Yamashita, and
a
he's
lock,
like the
told me where the
bodyguard
unit
in
was,
Katsuragawa's
and gave me a
creepy little
card.
posse.
I'm not sure if it's
bodyguard on a
24-hour
date.
access or if it's
Yeah,
from
that's
5 to
definitely
10
out of
like
the
they
ordinary.
say. Like 5 in the
You
morning to 10 at
think?
night.
And to make matters worse,
If it was,
the girls
I don't
told
know
me
why
the
they gave us
conversation
cards.
he had with Nanoha. It was 100%
Because the door is
bad
open
news.
to the storage building
I'm
during
sure
the day.
Katsuragawa has it in for her.
What do you mean? What did you girls hear?
Katsuragawa's consulting firm isn't doing so hot right now, so
Sana.
he wants to borrow money from Nanoha.
How much?
2 million.
Oh, that's
You
a lot of
decided
cash.
a date was a good time to ask for a huge loan? I think even I've got more game than this guy. But anyway, Nanoha said no, right? I mean, she needs that money to support her dad.
Actually, when my dad switched facilities, Nanoha found out she had a little more spending money. Apparently, she's already lent him 500,000, and now he's asking for 2 million more.
Seriously? Good. Even if Nanoha has that much to spare, she should be saving it for her future.
And Katsuragawa knows that. But somehow he found out Nanoha used to work at Otohime Land.
Oh no,
He
he's
did?
blackmailing her.
So he asked her to go back and start making bank again.
What?
And this is the guy who didn't even bother to help her when she was in trouble. In fact, I think he basically stopped calling her right after Dad started to need round-the-clock care. But now that that's dealt with, and Katsuragawa knows about Nanoha's stint at the Soapland, he's trying to schmooze his way back in.
I mean, Nanoha's not an idiot. She can always just change the subject whenever he asks for money, can't she?
Don't you remember how she wanted to go out with him way back when I first said no? She was head over heels for him back then. I don't know how she feels now, but
Probably
it
still the
sounded
same.
like she held off on saying yes or no, but I'm afraid she might actually go back to the Soapland.
You think so? Damn, this guy's a piece of work. If he really does roll with a biker gang, it must be as the shit stuck on their tires. What other kind of guy would be pushing his girlfriend to work at a soapland? To cover for his failures?
Oh,
So you're
listen
having
to
the exact
Kasuga.
same thoughts as me. Nice to know I'm not crazy.
Crazy? Sajan, even if he wasn't such a bastard, Nanoha could still do better. We gotta get him away from her, before she gets scammed and hung out to dry.
But Nanoha never listens to me. She's not about to start now.
How long has it been since you tried convincing her to break up with Katsuragawa? 7, 8 years, right?
Yep, and it sparked the huge fight.
What exactly did you say to her back then?
I don't actually remember too well. It got heated so fast.
Well, what if that was the problem?
What?
When you use strong emotions to try and persuade someone, they just give you strong emotions right back.
Sure.
What if this time you kept it cool and gave her a few good logical reasons to dump Katsuragawa? Act like you're neutral about it, you know?
You're right. If I get myself or her all worked up, it'll only make it harder for her to think clearly. That's great advice. Thank you. I'll lay it all out calmly this time.
Great. Do that, and don't give up.
Sorry to make you listen to all my family drama, Ichiban.
I can't wait to
It's
hear
no
how this still
problem.
goes.
I care about Nanoha too. She's my ex-coworker after all.
Still, thanks.
Oh, Sachan.
No way is this over. Wonder what'll happen.
It's gonna be interesting
Look
to
at
see.
me. I'm just as nosy as Sachan.
Level 3. Sweet. Man. We doing his story. We only got him at, we give him a level 1.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I
Kakuga-san.
must say this place
Wow, I
is
butchered his
quite
name every
comfortable.
time.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man. How's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
How do you
for
guys
real?
have monkey?
Hey,
I mean
now
money.
you're speaking my language,
How do
man.
you guys have monkey? I looked at his hair and it reminded me of a monkey.
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sungri speaks highly of you as well.
Oh,
I
he's
dare say
Sun-Yi's
it
the
makes me
woman.
jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
Lady
It's
of the
only
house,
been
huh?
3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia.
Jingwon Mafia?
I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery.
Oh,
But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
huh.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Oh, how Kasuga just
well,
doesn't care.
isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Yeah,
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great
Oh, wow,
number of
that's a
them.
lot.
Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning.
Oh boy.
In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Uh-oh.
Then, you were born here, in Japan.
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either.
Uh-oh.
My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? If you're slimes who run away, the reason they chase you is because you're worth tons of experience.
I get it. You're into video games, aren't you, Kasuga?
Yeah, I played a lot as a kid.
Well, you might be surprised to learn I am too. We should talk shop sometime.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah! So, what happened to the stray Jingon after that?
Story for another time.
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So, what happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Probably failed.
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
I don't know.
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today.
Aw.
I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Junki Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Oh.
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Oh, he hit it with us.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep
Just
drinking
like,
with him.
just like, we just gotta keep drinking, you know, just her livers. That's awesome. I'm glad he had level 1 at least. I'm trying to max out other people's story before we beat the game. At least I'll do that. I won't get to some of the side content, but we'll at least do this.
Hey, Namba! You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man,
Huh.
you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to reunite them?
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
Oh,
I
true.
get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
How long's this gonna take? I'm off today, and I was planning to hit the pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
Yeah, and?
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
She's
I'm sure you heard
very
something.
rude.
I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hun. No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot? Babe, do not let anyone sit there. I'm on my way right now.
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital
Who even cares? You're wasting my pachinko time!
Wait, we're not done!
Hey, guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So, what kind of party we talking here? Give me a hint.
Oh,
I can't give away too much, but we were thinking it'd be like a cocktail party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we all know how much you love to drink.
Does that mean we get to dress up and eat hors d'oeuvres too? That would be classy.
I won't spoil any more. You'll just have to wait.
Ah, finally, a happy birthday.
how are we gonna throw her?
All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we are drinking.
I'll be here, man. Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
This guy.
Let's go. That means there's only one more story? gonna be sad. I like Namba-san a lot.
Yo, Jungi Han. If you're here drinking by yourself, I might as well join you.
Is that so? Well, I have no reason to tell you no. Do as you like. By the way, Kasuga-san, there's something I should tell you.
What's up?
I was contacted by someone in the Komijuru. I've been told a group of people have been looking into me as of late.
Uh-oh.
They seem to have learned that Jungi Han is somewhere in Ijincho.
No fooling. What's that all about?
No, we don't have much to go on at the moment. Nonetheless, we verified suspicious activity in my wake. That said, if they come seeking hostility, you and the others may be dragged into it along with me.
Good shit. I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
My apologies for any inconvenience.
Don't sweat it. Have you told Sachan or Namba yet?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Then we should stay quiet until we know who these mystery men are. I don't want to make them worry until we can fully explain what's going on.
That's clever. And a little cool.
So, any guess as to who these guys might be?
I can't be 100% certain, but it's highly likely that they're remnants of the Jingon Mafia.
Jingon Mafia? Then they're basically old allies, right?
It's hard to say. To them, I'm just cannon fodder, impersonating their dead boss. Perhaps they see that as unforgivable, in which case their goal would be to punish me.
Punish?
It's possible they'd go so far as to kill me.
Then couldn't we just avoid all this shit by saying you're not Jungi Han anymore?
Maybe so.
It's gotta be weird being another person forever. It's probably best to just be yourself, right? If I were you, I'd try to get my old name and face back.
A name is one thing. A face, however, it's not something you can change time and time again. Moreover, I'm still waiting for more information on my pursuers. We shouldn't need to take action just yet.
Well, it's your call, so I'm good with that. But won't it be a drag if you get caught with your pants down and you're left wishing you would have been ready?
Right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Man, you're always playing it so fucking cool. Would it kill you to listen to someone else for once?
I'd ask that you refrain from praise. You'll only embarrass me.
It wasn't a damn compliment.
Alright, he's ranked 2. I mean, he's been ranked 2 for a while. I won't lie. But he's been sitting there for a while. I don't come back right away for these bonds. I just farm stuff for so long.
Yo, Sachan.
Oh, Ichiban. Perfect timing. Listen to this.
What's up? Oh, is it about Nanoha?
Yeah. I worked up the courage to call her and asked if she'd been caught up with any bad guys lately.
And how'd that go?
Well...
She got heated.
Not good, huh? Gotta say, I wouldn't have started with the bad guys line.
I just couldn't find the right thing to say.
Yeah, I know it's hard. But all that matters is getting Nanoha away from that dirtbag.
I don't know. We'd been apart for so many years, I was probably way out of line to tell her to break up with her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't even take my calls if she knew I'd been checking up on her this entire time. But at least she still doesn't realize I know about her being employed at a soapland. She can never find out, not ever. I'll pretend not to know for the rest of our lives if I have to. But how do I help her without letting on what I know? If I do nothing, Katsuragawa might bankrupt her and she'll end up right back at the soapland. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm freaking out!
Oh, wow.
Wish I could help. Well, how about some herbal tea?
Herbal tea? I need a drink. Something to numb all this anxiety.
Numbing your feelings ain't gonna do shit. What you need right now is to clear your mind and think up a solution. And herbal tea usually helps people clear their mind, right? Jasmine tea especially. Takes the stress right out of you.
Why do you, of all people, know about herbal tea?
I gotta admit, that's just something I read in a magazine once.
Well, it does sound nice.
Yeah? Wanna order some?
No, that's okay. I think I'm pretty calm now. Okay, what else can we do? There has to be something.
Well, if you really don't think we can convince Nano how to dump him, I don't know. Wait, we've been looking at this all wrong. We need to get Katsuragawa to stay away from Nanoha, not the other way around.
How are you gonna do that? Beat him up and run him out of town?
If he were the kind of guy to give up just like that, sure. But he probably isn't. Especially now that he knows Nanoha's willing to be his piggy bank. If we screw this up, he might even take her with him when he bails.
I can't let that happen.
I think what we gotta do is crush his pride. Like, get Nanoha to break up with him without shedding a single tear. As if he's nothing to her.
And how do we do that?
She just plays her
That's
sister.
so obvious, Sachan. Haven't you caught on yet?
To what?
You
You're
pretend to be
literally-
Nanoha
Yep.
and break up with them. Use the twin angle to your advantage.
Knew it. I knew it was coming.
March in and tell Katsuragawa you never want to see him again. I'll stand there and look intimidating while you give him the boot. That'll have him running.
I see. That might actually work.
Let's do it. All we need is to find out where Katsuragawa's hanging out. Your employees could probably do that, right?
No problem. I'll tell the girls to start looking for him right away.
Great. We wait for their word, and we move in for the kill. It'll go fine. I'll be right there with you to make sure he doesn't give you trouble.
It's a date. Good thinking today, Ichiban. I'll go tell the girls to start asking around.
That's good. I'm glad she's happy.
She and her sister are a handful, and it feels like we're finally gonna wrap this up.
Alright, folks. Well, that's, yeah, the next, we'll see how these all come out. There may not be this part at the end, and who knows. Well, just get serious. Thank y'all for watching.